Discipline is Destiny, published by Audiobook Library 20. Introduction. Why discipline is the key to success. What separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? Why do some people rise to greatness while others struggle despite having the same opportunities? The answer is simple: discipline. Ryan Holiday, in Discipline is Destiny, argues that discipline is not about punishment, restriction, or suffering. It is the key to true freedom and lasting success. Many of history's greatest figures, leaders, athletes, philosophers, and entrepreneurs have one thing in common: they practiced self-discipline in all areas of life. George Washington endured brutal winters and countless setbacks, yet he never wavered in his commitment to duty. Leonardo da Vinci spent years perfecting his craft, patiently refining his skills through relentless discipline. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, disciplined his mind daily, practicing self-control in thoughts and actions. These individuals were not born with superhuman abilities, they were simply committed to discipline. Discipline is not a burden, it is a superpower. When you master it, you gain control over your body, how you eat, move, and rest, your mind, how you think, focus, and make decisions, your emotions, how you react, handle stress, and maintain composure, your habits, how you shape your daily actions to build a better future. This book is not just about theory, it's about practical wisdom drawn from history, philosophy, and psychology to help you cultivate unshakable discipline in all areas of life. Let's begin with the foundation: understanding the mindset of discipline. Chapter 1: The Foundation of Discipline. Mindset and Philosophy. The truth about discipline: it's not about suffering. Most people misunderstand discipline. They see it as something painful, something that takes away enjoyment from life. But true discipline is not restriction, it is freedom. Think about it: a person who lacks discipline with money will always be controlled by financial stress. A person who lacks discipline in health will be controlled by sickness and low energy. A person who lacks discipline in thoughts will be controlled by distractions and impulses. The disciplined person, however, is free. They are in control of their actions, not controlled by external circumstances. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Talent versus discipline: the great divide. Talent is overrated. History has proven that talent alone does not lead to greatness, discipline does. Consider the story of Lou Gehrig, one of baseball's greatest legends. He wasn't the most naturally gifted player, but what set him apart was his unwavering discipline. He played 2,130 consecutive games, showing up every day through injuries and fatigue. His discipline turned him into a legend. Now contrast that with Mike Tyson. He had raw, undeniable talent, but his lack of discipline destroyed his career. He lost his championship titles, his fortune, and his reputation not because of a lack of skill, but because he lacked self-control. The lesson? Discipline beats talent when talent doesn't have discipline. The Stoic view on discipline. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, saw discipline as the foundation of a good life. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the emperor of Rome, followed a strict daily routine. He woke up early, exercised, wrote in his journal, and lived a life of simplicity and focus. Seneca trained his mind by practicing voluntary discomfort, sleeping on hard surfaces, fasting, and exposing himself to difficulties to build mental and physical resilience. Discipline, according to the Stoics, is about controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. If you control your habits, you control your future, your thoughts, you control your emotions, your actions, you control your destiny. The myth of motivation. One of the biggest mistakes people make is relying on motivation to take action. Motivation is temporary. Some days you'll feel inspired to work hard, but other days you won't. If you rely on motivation, you'll never be consistent. Discipline, on the other hand, is permanent. It doesn't care how you feel, It pushes you forward no matter what. Think about the most successful people. Jocko Willink, the Navy SEAL, wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every single day, regardless of how he feels. Kobe Bryant practiced basketball at 4 a.m. while others were still asleep. Stephen King writes every single day, even on holidays, because he knows discipline, not motivation, is what creates mastery. The best performers don't wait to feel like it, they show up every day. Practical steps to build a disciplined mindset. How do you develop this mindset? Here are 5 actionable steps. Set clear non-negotiables. Define what is non-negotiable in your life. Wake up time. No more snoozing the alarm. Set a time and commit. Daily exercise. Whether it's 20 minutes or 2 hours, make it a habit. Work blocks. Schedule deep work hours and eliminate distractions. Train your mind through small discomforts. Discipline grows when you expose yourself to controlled discomfort. Cold showers train resilience, fasting controls your impulses, hard physical work strengthens both body and mind. Keep promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and don't do it, you weaken your self-trust. Start small. If you say you'll read 10 pages, read them. If you say you'll wake up at 6 a.m., get up immediately. Develop a no excuses mentality. The disciplined person doesn't make excuses, they make adjustments. No time to work out? Wake up earlier. Too tired to study? Do it for 10 minutes anyway. Not in the mood to work? Start with 5 minutes and build momentum. Surround yourself with a disciplined environment. Environment shapes behavior. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Follow those who embody discipline. Remove distractions and negative influences. Create a structure that forces good habits. Conclusion: the mindset of a disciplined person. Discipline is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about doing what you said you would, even when you don't feel like it. If you adopt this mindset, you won't just be better, you'll be unstoppable. Part 2: Mastering the Body. Physical discipline. The body is the first battleground. When people think of discipline, they often think of mental toughness or emotional control, but the first place where discipline manifests is in the body. How you wake up and start your day, how you eat and nourish yourself, how you move, train, and strengthen your body, how you rest and recover your body is the foundation of all other forms of discipline. If you lack physical discipline, it will weaken your mental and emotional discipline as well. Think about it, if you constantly feel tired, sluggish, or unhealthy, how can you expect to focus, make strong decisions, or push through difficulties? This is why some of the greatest minds and leaders throughout history have placed great importance on taking care of their bodies. Winston Churchill, despite being a statesman, made time for daily walks and structured physical routines. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, maintained a strict exercise regimen and trained his body as part of his daily discipline. Jocko Willink, the former Navy SEAL, wakes up at 4:30 a.m. daily for physical training, believing that discipline in the body strengthens discipline in the mind. To achieve self-mastery, you must first master the body. Why physical discipline matters. Imagine 2 versions of yourself. One is energetic, strong, and sharp, waking up early, exercising, and eating clean. The other is tired, unmotivated, and sluggish, constantly hitting snooze, eating junk food, and skipping workouts. Which version of you will make better decisions? Which version of you will be more focused and emotionally stable? Which version of you will have the mental resilience to push through challenges? This is why physical discipline is the first battle you must win. Without it, everything else becomes harder. The 3 pillars of physical discipline. Sleep with discipline, master your recovery. Most people treat sleep as an afterthought. They stay up late, scroll their phones in bed, and wonder why they wake up feeling exhausted. But elite performers see sleep as a strategic tool for peak performance. Jeff Bezos prioritizes 8 hours of sleep to make better decisions as a CEO. LeBron James gets 10 hours of sleep to maintain peak athletic performance. Benjamin Franklin had a structured sleep schedule and believed that early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Sleep is not a weakness, it's a weapon. Actionable steps for better sleep. Set a fixed sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens and blue light before bed. No phone, TV, or laptop an hour before sleep. Create a nighttime routine. Read, journal, or meditate to relax your mind. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Optimize your environment for deep sleep. Eat with discipline. Fuel your body for success. Your body is a machine. If you put low-quality fuel into it, don't be surprised if it breaks down. Many of history's greatest figures followed strict eating habits. Steve Jobs followed a simple diet, avoiding processed foods and distractions. Nikola Tesla was highly conscious of what he ate, believing that clean nutrition fueled his mind. Seneca practiced moderation, never overindulging in food or drink. Discipline in eating is not about perfection, it's about control. You don't have to follow extreme diets, but you must be intentional about what you consume. Actionable steps for disciplined eating. Avoid junk food and processed sugar, these weaken your energy and focus. Eat whole, nutritious foods, focus on lean protein, vegetables, and healthy fats. Drink plenty of water, most people are dehydrated, which causes fatigue. Practice moderation. Discipline is not about extreme restriction, it's about control. Exercise with discipline. Train your body for strength. A weak body creates a weak mind. The strongest individuals throughout history trained their bodies not just for health but for mental resilience. Theodore Roosevelt overcame childhood illness by committing to rigorous physical training. Bruce Lee trained every day, believing that discipline equals freedom. David Goggins, the Navy SEAL, runs ultramarathons and trains relentlessly to push past mental barriers. You don't have to become a bodybuilder or an athlete, but you must move your body daily. Actionable steps for disciplined exercise. Train daily, even 30 minutes of movement builds discipline. Do hard things, challenge yourself with resistance training or endurance workouts. Develop consistency, stick to a schedule even when you don't feel like it, make it non-negotiable. Don't wait for motivation, train because it's part of your discipline. The power of restraint. Learning to say no is crucial. Physical discipline is not just about what you do, it's also about what you avoid. Say no to junk food, say no to late nights that destroy your sleep, say no to skipping workouts just because you don't feel like it. Every time you practice self-restraint, you strengthen your mental fortitude. Think of it like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. The ability to say no was one of the greatest forms of discipline and self-control. The ripple effect of physical discipline. When you master physical discipline, everything else in life becomes easier. You think more clearly, make better decisions, have more energy and confidence, and become mentally and emotionally stronger. As Jocko Willink says, discipline in the body creates discipline in the mind, and discipline in the mind creates discipline in life. Your body is your first responsibility. Physical discipline is not about punishment, it's about self-respect. When you train your body, you train your mind. When you eat with discipline, you sharpen your focus. When you sleep with discipline, you wake up ready to conquer the day. The first battle of the day is with your body. Win that battle, and you set the foundation for everything else. Part 3: Mastering the Mind. Mental discipline. Why mental discipline is the key to everything. Your thoughts shape your reality. If your mind is weak, distractions control you. If your mind is undisciplined, impulses drive your actions. If your mind lacks focus, you waste time on unimportant things. But when your mind is disciplined, you control your focus, make better decisions, resist temptations, and stay committed to your goals. Mental discipline is the foundation of success. History proves this over and over again. Napoleon Bonaparte was known for his ability to remain calm and focused under extreme pressure. Steve Jobs practiced relentless focus, eliminating distractions to build Apple into a global empire. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, trained his mind daily to stay unshaken by external chaos. If you don't control your mind, someone else will, whether it's social media distractions, negative thoughts, or other people's opinions. The most successful people in the world have mastered their minds, and you can too. The war against distractions. We live in the age of constant distractions, social media, notifications, endless emails, and messages. The urge to check your phone every few minutes is overwhelming. If you don't take control, your focus will be stolen. Think about it. How many hours do you waste daily scrolling through your phone? How often do you start something important only to get distracted? How many great ideas or deep thoughts are lost because you're too busy reacting to notifications? Discipline is the ability to say no to distractions, to unnecessary noise, to anything that weakens your focus. How to build mental focus. Use the deep work method. Block 90-minute sessions for focused, undisturbed work. Turn off notifications, train your brain to resist instant distraction. Create a no-phone rule during work, reading, or thinking. Remove your phone completely. Practice single tasking, stop multitasking, do one thing at a time with full attention. Remember, your mind is your greatest tool, guard it fiercely. Resisting impulses. The power of self-control. Mental discipline is not just about focus, it's about self-control. The greatest leaders and thinkers in history had the ability to resist short-term temptations for long-term success. George Washington controlled his temper, refusing to react emotionally in battles and leadership decisions. Warren Buffett is a master of delayed gratification, making patient, disciplined investments. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, practiced voluntary discomfort to train himself against material desires. In today's world, most people are slaves to their impulses. They react emotionally instead of thinking logically. They spend money on things they don't need and waste time on instant pleasures instead of long-term growth. But if you train your mind, you become the master of your impulses. Practical ways to strengthen self-control. Pause before reacting. When you feel emotional, take a deep breath and wait 10 seconds before responding. Delay instant gratification. Train yourself to wait before indulging in pleasures. Limit exposure to triggers. Remove temptations that weaken your discipline. Junk food, distractions, toxic people. Use the discipline jar method. Every time you resist a temptation, reward yourself with a small success marker. Mental strength comes from small daily victories. Mental toughness, training yourself to handle hardships. Discipline is not just about avoiding distractions, it's about staying strong in the face of adversity. Life will test you. You will face failures and setbacks, criticism and rejection, unexpected problems and hardships. Most people break under pressure. The disciplined person, however, remains calm and focused. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, yet he never lost hope. Ulysses S. Grant faced countless defeats before becoming a victorious general. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. They all had one thing in common: an unbreakable mind. How to build mental toughness. Reframe failure. See failures as lessons, not as the end. Develop a stoic mindset. Control your response no matter what happens. Embrace discomfort. Do things that challenge you daily: cold showers, fasting, intense workouts. Repeat a personal mantra. Use phrases like "I can handle this" or "this will make me stronger." Tough times don't last, but mentally tough people do. The power of daily reflection. A disciplined mind is a self-aware mind. Many of the greatest thinkers, from Marcus Aurelius to Benjamin Franklin, practiced daily reflection to sharpen their thoughts. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations, a personal journal of Stoic wisdom. Benjamin Franklin practiced the 13 virtues, tracking his daily habits and thoughts. Even modern high performers like Oprah Winfrey and Tim Ferriss use journaling to refine their thinking. How to practice daily reflection. Morning reflection, ask yourself, what is my main focus today? Evening review, ask yourself, what did I do well? What can I improve? Gratitude writing, list 3 things you're grateful for daily. Self-questioning, challenge your own thoughts, am I thinking rationally? Am I making disciplined choices? A disciplined mind is constantly sharpening itself. Train your mind like a warrior. Mental discipline is not something you're born with, it's something you train every day. Control your focus, master your impulses, stay strong in adversity, reflect daily, and improve. Your mind is the ultimate battleground. Win there, and you win everywhere. Part 4, Mastering Emotions. Emotional discipline. Why emotional discipline is the ultimate strength. You can have all the intelligence, talent, and skills in the world, but if you cannot control your emotions, you will make bad decisions. Anger can lead you to say things you regret. Fear can stop you from taking action. Jealousy can poison your relationships. Impulsiveness can ruin your progress. History is full of powerful people who lost everything because they couldn't control their emotions. Alexander the Great, one of the greatest military leaders, killed his closest friend in a fit of rage and was haunted by it for the rest of his life. Napoleon Bonaparte let his ego and impatience lead him into disastrous military campaigns, ultimately losing his empire. Mike Tyson, one of the greatest boxers, lost millions due to his inability to control his emotions outside the ring. Contrast that with leaders who practiced emotional self-control. Abraham Lincoln was constantly criticized, yet he never reacted with anger, he responded with patience and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, ruled with calmness and never allowed emotions to cloud his judgment. Warren Buffett never makes emotional investment decisions, he remains rational even in market crashes. Emotional discipline separates the weak from the strong. If you let emotions control you, you become a slave to them. But if you train yourself to stay calm, think clearly, and act wisely, you gain a power that few possess. The power of staying calm under pressure. Life is full of unexpected challenges, losing a job, financial problems, relationship conflicts, failures, disappointments. Most people panic and react emotionally when things go wrong. But emotionally disciplined people stay calm. Michael Jordan thrived under pressure, staying cool even in the biggest moments. Navy SEALs train for chaos, learning to control their breathing and emotions in life or death situations. Stoic philosophers practiced staying unemotional in difficult situations, believing that calmness is power. When you stay calm, you think more clearly, make better decisions, and handle situations with wisdom. How to develop inner calm. Pause before reacting. Whenever something triggers you, take a deep breath and count to 5 before responding. Practice zooming out. Ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, a year? Lower your voice instead of raising it. When emotions rise, speak softer instead of louder. Visualize yourself handling stress well. Train your mind to see yourself responding with strength and clarity. Discipline is about controlling your response, no matter what happens. Overcoming anger and frustration. Anger is one of the most destructive emotions. If not controlled, it makes you say things you regret, clouds your judgment, and leads to bad decisions and broken relationships. Even the wisest and strongest individuals have struggled with anger. George Washington was known for his fiery temper, but he trained himself to control it. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wrote an entire book on anger, warning that it is brief madness. How to control anger with discipline. Step away. If you feel anger rising, physically remove yourself from the situation. Delay your reaction. Never respond immediately when angry. Give yourself time to cool down. Ask, is this worth my energy? Most things that make us angry are not important in the long run. Turn anger into action. Instead of reacting emotionally, use your energy to solve the problem. The strongest people are those who can stay calm while others lose control. The power of patience and emotional restraint. Discipline is not just about taking action, it's also about knowing when to wait. In today's world of instant gratification, most people lack patience. They want success overnight, expect relationships to be easy, and demand results immediately. But real success takes time, effort, and patience. Warren Buffett built his fortune over decades, not weeks. Julius Caesar waited years for the perfect moment to seize power. Vincent van Gogh created 900 paintings yet only sold one in his lifetime, but his work is now legendary. Great things take time. How to develop patience. Practice delayed gratification. Train yourself to wait before indulging in pleasures. Trust the process. Understand that success takes time. Stay consistent. Control your urge to react. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Remind yourself of the bigger picture. Focus on long-term results, not short-term emotions. Patience is not weakness, it is the highest form of discipline. Letting go of what you can't control. A huge part of emotional discipline is accepting what is beyond your control. Many people waste energy worrying, complaining, or stressing over things they cannot change: traffic jams, other people's opinions, the past, the economy, unexpected setbacks. But emotionally disciplined people focus only on what they can control: their thoughts, their reactions, their habits, their effort. The Stoic mindset: control the controllable. Epictetus said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control, and some things are not." Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Instead of wasting energy on what you can't change, focus on what you can improve. How to let go of what you can't control. Ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Practice radical acceptance. Accept reality as it is without resisting. Shift focus to solutions, not problems. Instead of complaining, ask, what can I do about this? Stay present. Most worries are about the past or future. Focus on right now. The more you let go of uncontrollable things, the more freedom and peace you gain. Emotional discipline is the mark of true strength. The most powerful people in history were not just intelligent or talented, they had emotional discipline. They stayed calm under pressure, controlled their anger and impulses, practiced patience and restraint, and focused only on what they could control. Master your emotions, and you master your destiny. Why discipline is destiny. Throughout history, the most successful, respected, and impactful people have all shared one trait: unshakable discipline. Discipline is not just about working hard, it is about controlling your actions and impulses, mastering your emotions, staying committed to your values, making wise long-term decisions, and living a life of integrity, virtue, and purpose. Without discipline, even the most talented and intelligent people fail. But with discipline, ordinary people can achieve greatness. Discipline is the foundation of success, happiness, and a meaningful life.